spouse. Another thing that he says is, and this is again specifically to married couples, but it's part of like the spirituality of married couples. Stop expecting that your spouse is God. Now maybe you're thinking, well, I of course know that my spouse is not God. I didn't see it, but apparently there was a, there's a Sean Connery film from like a long time ago, and these like guys come in and they see these like indigenous people in some place, and they have some sort of contraption, I don't know if it's like a lighter or something like that, that makes the people there think that they're God. And so the two of them are like gods of this village. And so they're gods, so they get wives from among the villagers. And one of the wives over time sort of realizes that her husband isn't God. So in front of everyone in the village, she walks up to her husband, this god, and like bites him on the cheek. And so when all the villagers see that there's blood coming from his face, they know that he's not a god, and so they kill him. And so there's maybe many of you here who are married know that your spouse is not God. But our expectation, sort of the way that we expect them to be patient, that expect them to be perfect, so that we're not patient with them. And we're not or maybe we are projecting on them our own frustration with ourselves. Now, now obviously I'm not married, but I'm in religious life, and so oftentimes living with the guys in the house, we are living expecting that they are perfect. And so that anything that goes wrong, we get all upset because now this perfect person is letting me down. But to have realistic and merciful expectations about the people around us help families to become like a field hospital. Help families to become the nearest hospital. Is this really going on the internet? So when a family member of mine, when she had a baby, but for 9 months nobody knew that she was pregnant. So it was just sort of like a surprise. My relatives went to my dad's house because my dad, for the many imperfections that he has always been a very good arbiter and negotiator and listener among his siblings and among my mother's siblings. And so that's part of what I think maybe formed like the listening side of my priestly heart, because so much of growing up with my dad on the phone listening to people yelling about other people or people coming over and viewing our house as like crisis central. If you have a crisis, go over to Gary's house. And our families can be like that. Has anyone heard Pope Francis talk about how the church can be like a field hospital? Has anyone heard that before? So it comes from the great work of Spanish literature